Maribel? Maribel looks up to you up and down, a glint in her eyes. This quest is available for limited time, so let's do the event quest. Yes, you'll do splendidly. You there. Yes, you, darling. What say you to becoming a first-place fashion icon? Ah, forgive me with my manners. My name is Maribel, darling, and I am one of the Estane's aesthetics. Finest accessory artisans, which is how I plan to introduce myself once I complete my apprenticeship. Now, the crown jewel of this year's Little Ladies' Day festivities is a walk-off, an event in which the visually savvy strut the stage and vie for the style supremacy. While I'm no novice when it comes to competitions of this sort, I'm also not much of a winner, darling. To be perfectly honest, I've never once managed to come up on top, but now that you're here, I'm certain my fortunes are about to change. After all, an adventurer such as yourself possesses so much of what I lack: knowledge, daring, and not least of all experience. So what say you? Care to help this diamond in the rough earn her maiden victory? Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Participants compete in pairs of two, one designer and one model. There are no restrictions on who can join. Style icons of all shapes and sizes may enter. The only condition is that those who walk the stage don an ensemble inspired by the holiday. But as far as the teams go, it's a touch broad. Makes it rather difficult to decide on a direction for a costume. Perhaps you can offer some inspiration. Though, tell me, darling, what's one word that comes to mind when you think of Little Ladies' Day? Gorgeous. Interesting. I suppose that should come as no surprise, given the origins of this holiday, lying the tale of gorgeous Princess Edvia, disappearance from the palace. Well, I appreciate your input, darling. I'm afraid that's a bit too much on the nose. If I am to create a truly prize-worthy ensemble, I'll require some inspiration. Wait, we could survey the citizens. Yes, that's a fabulous idea, if I do say so myself. Listen, darling. You and I will walk around the people's impressions of Little Ladies' Day, and rendezvous at Estane's savvy. Ta-ta for now. It's about the day itself, but it makes me think of the peach blossoms that always bloom this year. Well, it really comes alive this time of year. Why, just look at all the decorations strung up around, and no one would dare miss the Songbird's annual show. The entire city turns out to hear them sing. No other festival compares to the Little Ladies' Day celebration? Not for me. At least, I don't know if that answers the question, but I do hope it helps. Thank you, Mr. Jolly Citizen. Services and steps. Oh, that's in the market. Just gotta go through here. I've always dreamt of strolling through the streets on the Little Ladies' Day, wearing the most gorgeous gown. I can think like a proper princess, you know? Unfortunately, I don't have proper princess money, and that's the sort of dress usually costs a small fortune. No choice but to keep dreaming, I suppose. My memories of Little Ladies' Day are somewhat bittersweet. You see, there was a lass I once fancied. All I wanted was to dote upon her like the wild seneschal would. I would have done anything to catch her eye. And while I did catch her eye, she didn't exactly like what she saw. No seneschal would be caught dead wearing that revealing subligard. I guess acting like a royal seneschal isn't good enough unless you look like one too. How did you fare, darling? You need anything insightful? I see, that more or less aligns with what I heard as well. So many folks had their dreams of fashion grandeur dashed by upwardly expensive pricing. Not a new tale by any stretch, but a troubling one nonetheless. In that case, what if we were to put together an ensemble that's as alluring as it is affordable? Surely that would resonate with the audience. Yes, I do believe this will work, darling. Just allow me to take some visual measurements first. I'll need a few yards of this, spool of that. Alright, I'm ready to set it to work. You just sit tight while I go ensemble the ensemble. Ta-ta for now, darling. But at last, our costume is complete, not a single stitch out of place. Now all that's left is to win that walk-off. How are you feeling? Surely an experienced adventurer of your caliber doesn't get nervous in situations such as these. Should I be nervous? Of course not, darling. Why we've doubtless traversed the whole realm, this little stage should be child's play for you. No? Oh god. This whole time I thought we all had a mutual understanding. and she would be amused. But that look on your face that means you hadn't started yet. Seems my excitement got the better of me once again. Sure is, the costume is couture done, tailor-made for your beautiful. I hate to ask if you is made. Would you mind modeling my work? I would be honored. Oh, bless you, darling. I simply can't thank you enough. Primarily because there's no time. I'll help you slip into your costume backstage, so just meet me at the venue and we'll go there, savvy? See you at the steps of Nod, and don't dally. Ta-ta for now. Maribel at the Emerald Avenue. Right. There you are, darling. Your time to shine is finally here. Are you ready to stretch your stuff? Yeah, sure. Let's try, I guess. Oh, by the way, I prepared two ensembles for you. One inspired by the Cynical, and another inspired by the Princess. Either should fit you just fine. But do you have a preference? Maybe the Princess costume? Fabulous. I'll apply a few finished touches then. You just get ready to command the stage, darling. I bid you welcome and thank you all for attending our Little Ladies Day celebration. Before we commence with today's walk-off, permit me to introduce the members of our esteemed judging panel. First, we have the host of the Gold Saucers Fashion Report, a style-savvy superstar with a discerning eye and tone, Master Rose. And we have a headmistress of the Goldsmith Guild, the unrivaled artisan of exceptional accessories, Serendipity. Lastly, the resident master of the ceremonies, yours truly, shall round out the panel. The winner of today's walk-off shall be awarded the resplendent crown. Enticing, no? Now then, without further ado, let us welcome our first pair of contestants. Sounds like you up next. You're up next. This is it. We have 8 pair of contestant patios, modeling and ensemble designed by Maribel. Are you ready, patios? If so, then step forth onto the stage. Oh, that's quite an unconventional combination. Color me impressed. Me too, it's such an inspired take on the team. I would like to thank you all for participating in today's work, Walk Off. Each ensemble was a visual delight. which made this competition enjoy to behold, but a challenge to score. A fine problem to have, I should say. Yet, much deliberation we have settled on our winning pair. First prize, this year's Little Ladies' Day off walk-off goes to... Me, come on, me. Oh my god. Yes, it's me. Congratulations to you both. Please step right this way. Yes, I'm coming. Witnessed many elegant ensembles today, but Maribel's was not lost among them. The panel was particularly impressed with the materials used, probably gorgeous yet surprisingly affordable. If you don't mind me, Maribel, pray permit me to ask how it feels to emerge victorious today. Oh, it feels unreal. I can barely believe it. Look at that. The poor girl's completely overcome joy. And what about you, buddy? How'd you feel? I had a feeling we would win. Indeed, your ensemble was worthy of not only approbation, but the grand prize as well. My sincerest congratulations to you both. Now, before we bring the contest to a close, I have one more announcement. The stage will remain in place for the duration of the Little Ladies' Day celebration. Those who were unable to participate today, competitions are free to ascend the stage at their leisure, or walk to their heart's content. Now let us conclude by giving one more round of applause to our first place fashionista, Maribel and Patios. We did it, darling. We really did it. Part of me honestly believed my losing streak should never end, but you helped me prove myself wrong. I couldn't have done it without you as my muse. I simply can't thank you enough, darling. And I must thank you for the splendid showing. Congratulations once again, you two. As I promised, I now present you with your prize. And with that, I shall take my leave. Here, I still thought I might be dreaming, but now I look upon this crown before me, the reality of your victory is finally settling in. While I may still be but an artisan, today's success has rekindled my burning desire to someday launch a brand of my own. So remember my name, darling. On speaking of style, you heard the Royal Senescale say that the stage would remain open for the duration of the festival, yes? Well, it sounds as though Master Rose will be holding a special fashion check for all those interested. You've already proven yourself a more than capable model, so why not try envisioning an ensemble for someone else this time? And don't worry, I'll be more than happy to lend you my expertise should you require any styling assistance. I got a crown. Nice. Confetti. Interesting. You can buy the confettis here, okay. About the Royal Senescale. Yeah. Anything else? What about this guy here, Silver Note? Thank you, thank you. Let's go to Zadnor. Got lost cell and I got lost cure, that's good. I gotta talk to the boss sergeant. Shot, but she's a sergeant. Thank you for coming. I understand this is your first time in Zadnor, yes? Even before the 4th. You didn't relocated here from Castrum Black Satori. It was hardly the most hospitable of places. To see it now. One can scarcely believe it was once rich and fertile land. Sadly, it was not spared the ravages of the fourth umbral calamity. In the wake of the disaster, this plateau became rich in earth aspected crystals. Miners were being keen to seize the opportunity, and they quickly exhausted the supply of this valuable resource, as the settler had no other reason to continue living in such harsh environments. The region eventually became uninhabited, until the Imperials decided to establish an outpost here. That is, just when we thought ourselves prepared for their next assault. The usher in a fleet of ships of Dalmasca, led by the Dal Huriada, has yet to move since dropping anchor. There's no denying the strategical advantage of their present location, but we are not yet convinced it is set to serve as a new base of operation. Regardless, rather than speculate over the Imperial schemes, we must take decisive action. Now is the time to deliver the final blow of the 4th Legion. If we are to succeed, we will first need to deal with the warships stemming from our advance. Well, it's good thing you have us to help with that. You see those floating rocks formations? One might think them a result of a fourth calamity. They were actually caused by the Bozja incident. When Delamon struck the citadel, vast quantities of energy permeated the site, likely carried to every corner of Bozja via Aether currents. Certain regions were affected more severely than others, and while the results were self-explanatory. Thankfully, we managed to tap into the energy to erect a barrier to protect from aerial strikes, much like Sirius Raw. As you can see, the barrier only extends to the boundaries of this encampment. That it should keep us safe for the time being. I was going to express my gratitude to Sid and all has done for us. Can't take all the credit. This wouldn't be even possible without the equipment supplied to us by the Damascan resistance. Interesting. As you said, the barrier can only cover so much ground. If the Dalriada decides to do more than loom ominously in the distance, our troops on the front line won't stand a chance. If only it were a matter of combining their fleet with one of our own. As things stand, the Eastern Alliance is in no position to land us any of their ships, and the Bozjans have next to none in the first place. We may not have a fleet, we do have an abundance of residual Aether at our disposal. If only there was someone who could help us, perhaps a world-class engineer and master of innovation or some such. Pray tell, where we might find one of those. Yes, point taken. After all, I can't have newcomers like you steal me thunder. I'll see if I can turn that idea of yours into a workable solution. We would be lost without the aid of Garl and Ironwigs and the Eastern Alliance. Their goodwill must be repaid with none less than victory. Now that you're here, we have a favor to ask. If I wanted to do it myself, but a certain someone insisted I stay put. We aim to erect additional barriers at each outpost established along the route. The trouble is the residual Aether alone may not be enough, so we plan to divert the currents further afield. Right. Although the tears sound enough, we haven't had the chance to put it into practice. This is where we were hoping you might be able to help. We need you to take this prototype device and activate it at a specific location. That location would be in the middle of the battlefield, correct? Why? However did you guess? As before, you only need to set a device in place and you can handle the rest. Alright. While the technology involved differs somewhat in terms of what you actually have to do, it is more or less the same as the tasks you perform on the southern front. Think of it as redirecting the streams of Aether with a dam. To that purpose, allow me to introduce our newly patented deflection Aether manipulator, or dam for sure. Well, questionable naming aside, I can vouch for its workmanship. All that remains is to put it at true its paces. I'd love to ask you to bear this burden. Our greatest chance of success lies with you. While you make your preparations, we shall attempt to locate a suitable current. As for me, I'd best head back to the workshop. I'll see if there's an odd that can be done about the Dalriada. Discussion. I'm gonna suggest speaking with our secretariat. He has a wealth of information concerning Zadnor, which I'm sure he will serve you well. Alright, sure. Once you've set foot beyond the enemy's barrier, you face not only pure troops, but aerial assaults. Until we find a way to contend with their warships, I beg you to be careful. Yes, I'll be careful. You choose an added field recruit under collection. Next quest can be accepted by speaking with the coach after reaching resistance rank 16. Need to increase my rank by 2. Need to get to say rank 16. Get a lot of metal in here. 75,000. That's a lot. Let's upgrade to BUC, yes. Need 1,124,000, alright. More stuff here I can do? Do these, alright. Pure essence of duelist, alright. I can't really use those, so whatever. We've come to a good time. Master Bobo and his shinobi have sighted an Imperial unit nearby. What's more, it appears that this unit includes a new kind of Magitech weapon. If we ought to neutralize them now, we could obtain their components and study their weakness. Won't you help us gather the components? Yeah, sure. Oops, I said yes. There we go. Let's go. There's missiles coming from the sky here. I'll have to watch for these missiles. Shit, resistance dude died. No. some components for me. Yes, here we go. Just a little bit more. Alright.
That just got destroyed.
We're not going to kill that Hammer's going to come out before he dies. Fuck. We're so dead.
least we got some metal. Another skirmish? Shit, this dude's... Bleach, John, what news from the front lines? But they're not other soldiers to account for. I would believe you report a work of fiction. Just to know that I've been inspired, yes. Thank God. Rank 15, let's go. 16. Please report your quartermaster has seen fit to expand your lost finds holster. Talk to the Koto again. This quest will affect the store and subsequent quests. These decisions can be changed once this quest is completed. Please note, however, that these decisions will not affect rewards. So we have decisions to make. Okay. Sorry to have kept you waiting. We have finally found a suitable location for the Ironworks device. You'll be pleased to hear, the dams are ready to go. Some of our finest work yet, if I do say so myself. Once in place, Bozja has asked me to redirect their integrants to the newly executed outpost. I'll mark your map, the location where the device must be set. Alright. When you have finished, contact us via the link pearl. I shall pray for your safe return. Continue this next time on Final Fantasy XIV. We can expect more of Zadnor.